Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 8th. So students, in the previous video we have started reading with our chapter number 8 from the book Honeydew. The name of the chapter is A Short Monsoon Diary. So in this chapter we are reading a beautiful description of monsoon season that is given by our writer, that is Mr. Ruskin Bond. Okay, and in today's video we will complete the chapter, we will continue the chapter. So now let's begin our video. So the next entry that we are having in that diary, this entry is of August 2nd. So now let's read the lines. All night the rain has been drumming on the corrugated tin roof. So now the writer is saying that when it was 2nd August, so now it was raining very heavily and throughout the night it was raining and the rain has been drumming on the corrugated tin roof. So first of all, let's see the meaning. Drumming means fall noisily, just like beating a drum, and corrugated means shaped into folds. And I'm very much sure that you all are aware about tin roof. हम सब ने tin roofs देखी हैं, and in this picture you all can see what tin roof it looks like. Okay, so this is a tin roof. This is a roof that is made with the help of the tin sheets. Okay, and such kind of shape, when these sheets they are covering each other, so such kind of shape it means a corrugated shape, right? So there one tin roof was there, and when it was raining very heavily and when the rain drops they were falling on that tin roof. So because of that it was making a very great noise and it was looking just like someone is beating the drum. Okay, there has been no storm, no thunder, just the steady swish of a tropical downpour. And now the writer is presenting some of the characteristics of that rain. So writer is writing that at that time there was no storm. No storm means no wind was there, the weather was not at all windy, and no thunder was there. But what was there? Just the steady swish of a tropical downpour. Downpour means rain, or we can say continuous rain, and swish means to move very fast in the air making a hissing sound, and tropical means we can say places with frost free and the places that are characterized by high temperature. So such places are known as tropical places. So here writer is saying that at that time when it was raining very heavily and when it was raining throughout the night, so no storm was there, no thunder was there, but a continuous rain was there. Okay, and that rain, it was a steady swish. Swish means the raindrops, so they were moving very fast in the air, and because of that one hissing sound was there, and that area was having all the characteristics, all the qualities of a tropical area. Clear? It helps me to lie awake, at the same time it doesn't keep me from sleeping. And now writer is saying that because of that it was raining very heavily, and because of that when the rain it was falling on the tin roof, so a great noise was there as if someone is beating the drum. So because of that noise, writer is writing that that noise, or we can say that rain, helps the writer to lie awake, and at the same time it means again the rain, the noise, it doesn't keep the writer from sleeping. So because of the rain, because of the noise, the writer was not at all able to have a sound sleep. It is a good sound to read by, the rain outside, the quiet within, and although tin roofs are given to springing unaccountable leaks, there is a feeling of being untouched by and yet in touch with the rain. So now writer is presenting the feelings, the emotions that he was having. So he is writing that at that time it was a very good sound to read by. Okay, so just suppose that writer is lying inside the room and outside it is raining very heavily, and the room in which the writer is, so that room is having the roofs that are made of tin. So when the raindrops they are falling on the roof, so obviously there is a great noise and the writer is listening that noise, listening that sound. So now he is saying that that was a very good sound to read by, because outside it was raining. So outside जो किस तरह की noise थी, the जो noise थी बाहर वो थी because of the rain, and inside the room, inside the house, it was very quiet, okay. And although tin roofs are given to springing unaccountable leaks, and as we have discussed earlier that the roofs of that room was made of tin, so because of the tin roofs, there was some springing. Springing means we can say to move very suddenly, unaccountable leaks, okay. So because of the tin roofs, there were some leaks were also there, and there is a feeling of being untouched by and yet in touch with the rain. So writer was having the feeling that he is completely untouched by the rain, but at the same time the writer was having a touch, a connection with the rain. So what it actually means, what these lines actually means, these lines mean that when the writer was lying inside the room and outside it was raining very heavily, so the roof of that room was made with the tin sheet, okay. So because of that, sometimes it was leaking, water drops was there, right. And now writer is saying that because of this thing that he was completely safe inside the room, he was untouched by the rain, but still he was having one touch, still he was having one connection with the rain. Why? Because he was able to hear the noise, he was able to hear the sound of the rain that it was making when it was falling on the tin roof, okay. So we can say that yes, the writer was safe inside, he was completely untouched by the rain, but still he was having one touch, or we can say he was having one connection with the rain. Why? Because he was listening the sound of the rain, he was listening the noise that was made by the raindrops when they were falling on the tin roofs. Clear? Next entry that we are having, it is of August 3rd. So let's see. The rain stops. So now this day on August 3rd, finally the rain stops for some time. The clouds begin to break up. The sun strikes the hill on my left. So finally the rain stops for some time. So now the clouds, they started to break up, and now finally sun was there in the sky, and the sun strikes the hill on the left side of the writer. A woman is chopping up sticks. So now finally the writer is outside his room, because now it is not raining, sun is shining in the sky. So finally the writer, he comes out from his room, and when he was there outside, then he saw that one woman was there, and that woman was chopping up some sticks. Why? Because maybe she must be having that sticks, that wood for fuel, okay, when she will be cooking food, और मे बी जब वो फायर प्लेस में यूज करेगी. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट पर्पज दैट वुमन वॉज चॉपिंग द स्टिक्स. आई हियर द टिंकल ऑफ cow bell. So at that time there were some cows were there, and all the cows, they were having cow bells. So in this picture we can see one cow, and around its neck we can see one bell, okay. So the sound of that bell, or we can say the tinkling sound of that bell was heard to the writer. In the oak tree, a crow shakes the raindrops from his feathers and caws disconsolately. And one more thing that the writer observed, that the writer noticed at that time, that there was one oak tree, and on that tree one crow was there, and now the crow was shaking the raindrops, okay, and now raindrops were there on its feathers. So because it was raining, so now finally the crow, it was shaking the raindrops that were still there on its feathers, and then the crow was making one sound. How? Disconsolately means in a very unhappy manner, okay. So these are some of the scenes that were there when finally the rain stops, okay. So let's see one more time. The first scene that the writer saw, that one woman was there, she was chopping the woods. Second scene is one cow is there that was sitting, and that cow was having one bell around her neck. So there was the tinkling sound of that bell, and one crow was there that was sitting on one of the oak tree, and now the crow was shaking itself. Why? Because still some raindrops were there on its feathers. Clear? Water drips from a leaking drain pipe, and one drain pipe was also there, and that drain pipe was leaking. So because of the leakage, water was dripping, water was coming out from that drain pipe. And suddenly, clean and pure, the song of the whistling thrush emerges like a dark, sweet secret from the depths of the ravine. And now suddenly one more beautiful scene is presented here. So now the writer observed that suddenly, very clean and pure, it was the song of the whistling thrush. So whistling thrush is a kind of bird that we can see in this picture. So this is the bird that is known as a whistling thrush. So suddenly this bird was there whistling thrush, and it started to sing. So the song, the voice of that bird was very clean, very pure, and that clean and pure sound emerges just like a dark, sweet secret from the depths of the ravine. Ravine means we can say valley. So in that valley, one bird was there, that is whistling thrush. So that bird was singing a very beautiful song, a very sweet song, a very melodious song. So the voice of that bird is regarded to be very clean and very pure. And when that sound was coming, so again writer is giving one comparison, and he is saying that the song of that bird was looking just like a dark, sweet secret that was coming from the depths of the valleys that were there all around. Clear? Next entry now we are having, it is of August 12. So let's see. Endless rain and a permanent mist. So now the writer is saying that now there was endless rain. It means continuous rain was there. It was raining very heavily and continuously, and because of that a permanent mist was there. So mist were there, clouds were there, and it was looking as if those clouds are permanently there because it was raining continuously for so many days. Endless rain was there. So it was looking as if those clouds of water, those mists are there permanently. We haven't seen the sun for 8 or 9 days. So now you can imagine that why writer is saying so that it was endless rain, why writer is saying that it was permanent mist was there, because the writer and all the other people, they haven't seen the sun for 8 or 9 days. So we can say for the last 8 or 9 days it was raining continuously, everything damp and soggy. And now because of that heavy rain, all the things they were just damp and soggy. So let's see the meaning. Damp means we can say wet, and soggy means something that is very wet, and because of the moisture finally कोई चीज जब बिल्कुल soggy हो जाती है, बिल्कुल soft हो जाती है. Okay, so now because it was raining for the last 8 and 9 days, so all the things were completely wet, completely damp, and yes, they were full of moisturizers, they were very soggy, very soft, nowhere to go. And now because it is raining continuously, so obviously no one was able to go outside. So all the people, they were just stuck inside the houses. Pace the room, look out of the window at a few bobbing umbrellas. And all the people, when they are just inside the houses, so what is the thing that is left to them? वो क्या कर सकते थे? All the options that they were having was as that they were able to pace the room. Pace means to walk. Okay, so this was the one thing that all the people who were stuck inside the houses, they were able to do, that they were able to walk inside the room only, and they were able to look out of the window. And when anyone was looking outside the window, then what was the scene outside the window? Outside the window, one was able to observe a few bobbing umbrellas, like in this picture we all can see, because it is raining outside, right? So all the people who are there outside because of some important work, so all the people, they were carrying these umbrellas. Okay, so now all the people, they are inside the houses, and only those people who are having some very urgent work, they were moving out and they were carrying umbrellas, just like this scene was there. Okay, and now they were having only this option, that they were pacing, they were walking inside the room, and they were looking out the window. Why? Because it was raining for the last 8 and 9 days. At least it isn't a cold rain. So one more characteristics of that rain now the writer is giving. So he's saying that yes, it was continuous rain, it was endless rain, but still it was not the cold rain. It means जो temperature था that was वो बहुत ज़्यादा down नहीं गया था, it was still normal. So it was not at all like the cold rain. The hillsides are lush as late monsoon flowers begin to appear, and now the entire hillside, or we can say the entire mountain area, it was lush. Lush means we can say growing very thickly and well. So here we can say that the entire hillside, the entire mountain area, it was looking very beautiful. It was completely covered with so many late monsoon flowers, because now all the seasonal flowers, they began to appear, they started to grow. So now we are having some of the name, like there were wild balsam, there were dahlias, begonias were there, and ground orchids were there. So in these pictures we can see these flowers. These are very beautiful colorful flowers, and basically they are late monsoon flowers. Okay, so these are seasonal flowers जो कि एक particular season में ही grow होते हैं, and basically ये late monsoon season पे grow होते हैं. So now because of the season, the entire hillside that were covered with these beautiful colorful flowers, and everywhere such flowers could be seen. Next entry now we are having, it is of August 31st. It is the last day of August and the lush monsoon growth has reached its peak. So now the writer is writing that August 31st, as we all know that this is the last day of August month, and now the lush monsoon growth, or we can say the monsoon flowers, the late monsoon flowers that were there on the entire hillside. So all the flowers growth that has reached its peak. Okay, the seeds of the cobra lily are turning red, signifying that the rains are coming to an end. And now the writer is writing this thing, that the seeds of cobra lily. So cobra lily, we have seen the picture of this plant cobra lily in the previous video also. So now the seeds of the cobra lily, they were turning into red color, and now this thing was signifying means indicating. So this thing was indicating that now the rains are coming to an end. Okay, so this is some kind of indication that when the seeds of cobra lily, they starts to turning red, then it is one of the indication that very soon the rainy season is about to end. Okay, in a few days the ferns will start turning yellow, but right now they are still firm green and upright. So first of all, the first indication was that the cobra seed, जो cobra lily के जो seeds थे, they were turning into red color, and now writer is saying that in a very few days the ferns, they will also start turning yellow, but right now the ferns, they were of green color, they were very firm and they were upright, but now slowly gradually they will turn into yellow color. Ground orchids, more ladies slipper, and the white butterfly orchids put on a fashion display on the grassy slopes of Landor. And now writer is presenting some more names of the seasonal flowers that were there. So there were ground orchid, more ladies slipper were there, and the white butterfly orchid were there. So in this picture you all can see this is the white butterfly orchid, and we all can see the shape of butterfly, right? These are the wings. Okay, so it actually looks like a butterfly, and this is the reason it is having the name white butterfly orchid. So these were some of more flowers that were having a fashion display on the grassy slopes of Landor. So Landor is a place, it is a place where the writer was at that time. Okay, so everywhere on the grassy slopes of this place, these flowers were there and they were having a fashion display. Okay, so वो इतने beautiful लग रहे थे, इतने colorful लग रहे थे that it was looking like one fashion display was going on there. Wild dahlias, red, yellow and magenta, rear their heads from the rocky crevices where they have taken hold. And another names of some flowers now we are having. So wild dahlias were there, red, yellow and magenta rear, and they were having their heads from the rocky crevices where they have taken hold. So first of all, let's see the meaning. What crevice means? Crevice is a narrow opening that is there in one of of the rock. Like in this picture you all can see, okay, one rock is there and now we are having narrow opening. Okay, it means जो बीच बीच में जो cracks होती हैं और उन cracks में से we can see some flowers that are coming out from these cracks. So now writer is writing the same thing, that some crevices were there and these are some of the flowers that were raising their heads now from those crevices. Snakes and rodents flooded out of their holes and burrows, take shelter in roofs, attics and godowns. And now because it was raining so heavily, because it was raining endlessly, so there were so many animals and insects, like snakes were there, rodents were there. In this picture we all can see this is that animal that is known as rodents. So snake and rodents, they were also flooded out of their holes and burrows. What burrow means? Burrow means we can say one of the hole that is there in the ground. So we all know that snake and rodents वो कहाँ रहते हैं, वो अपना hole जो है वो कहाँ बनाते हैं, ground में बनाते हैं. But now because it was raining endlessly, so everywhere there was water, और जो उनके hole है, उनके जो घर है, obviously वहाँ भी पानी आ चुका था. So because of that reason now all the snakes and rodents, they were flooded out of their holes and burrows and now they were taking shelters in roofs, attics and godowns. So अब जो snakes और rodents का जो actual home है वहाँ पे पानी आ चुका है. So now they were forced to come out and now they were forced to take shelter in our houses. Okay, and now they were hiding in some of the roofs, some of the attics. What attics means? Attics is a space that is there under the roof. Okay, so now they were hiding in these places, they were hiding in roofs, they were hiding in attics and also they were hiding in some of the godowns because of the continuous endless rain. A shrew, weak of eyesight, blunders about the rooms, much to the amusement to the children. And one more thing was there because of the endless rain, that one shrew was there. Now what is shrew? So in this picture you all can see, again this is a kind of creature, this is a kind of animal that is known as shrew, and this shrew is having one characteristic, that it is regarded to be weak of eyesight. Okay, so such shrew was there and such a shrew blunders about the rooms. Blunders means to move around unsteadily because it was having a very weak eyesight, so it was not able to see properly, so it was moving in a very unsteady manner all around the room. And because of this thing all the children, they were having a kind of amusement, they were having a kind of enjoyment. Okay, so one shrew was there inside the house and it was running all around the room, and all the small kids, all the children of the house, they were so they were actually having a great fun, they were actually having a great enjoyment because of that shrew. Don't kill it, admonishes their grandmother. So now when all the children, they were running behind that shrew, then the grandmother of their children, she was admonishes means she was shouting, वो actually उनको मना कर रही थी क्या, she was saying don't kill that shrew. Chuchundars are lucky, they bring money. And why she was saying so? She was saying so because it is a belief that chuchundars, they are lucky, they are regarded to be very lucky. Why? Because they actually bring money. So it is a kind of belief that is actually prevailed in so many parts of India, that a shrew, or we can say chuchundar, they are very lucky and they actually bring money. So this was the reason when the children, when they were running behind the shrew, so the grandmother, she actually denied all the children. And sure enough, I received a check in the mail. And now the writer, he is confirming this thing, he is confirming this belief that yes, this is true, that chuchundar are very lucky and they bring money. Why? Because the writer, he received one check in the mail, not a very large one, but welcome all the same. And that check was not a very large one, very small amount was that, but still some money was there. So yes, writer is confirming this thing, that because of that chuchundar, because of that shrew, the writer also received one check, and that too in the mail. Next entry now we are having of October 3rd. We have gone straight from monsoon into winter's rain. So now monsoon season was there earlier, and now it was because of October it was. So now finally rain was there, but this was winter rain now. snow at higher altitudes. Okay, so now it was winter season, so now the rain that was there, it was a winter rain, and now snow was there at higher altitudes. Altitude we have discussed earlier, it is the height from the sea level. So all the mountain areas, all the hillsides, they are of high altitude. So on all the high places, high altitude places, there was snowfall was there. After an evening hailstorm, the sky and hills are suffused with a beautiful golden light. So snowfall was there and hailstorm was also there. So one evening one hailstorm was there. So what hailstorm is, in this picture we all can see, this is the hailstorm. Okay, जब इस तरह के white color के pearl shape के जो ice के pieces होते हैं, when they fall from the sky, so it is regarded as a hailstorm. So one hailstorm was there, and after that hailstorm, the sky and the entire hillside, they were suffused, they were filled with a beautiful golden light. Next entry that is there is of January 26. Winter rains in the hills. So still on the hillside it was raining, but yes, it was winter rain that was there at that time, that is January 26. In the hushed silence of the house, when I am quite alone and my friend who was here has gone, it is very lonely, very quiet, as I sit in a liquid silence, a silence within, surrounded by the rhythm of rain, the steady drift of water on leaves on a lemon. So now writer is writing this thing, that in the hushed silence of the house, hushed means we can say very quiet or very still. So inside the house it was completely silence, a complete silence was there, a hushed silence was there. And why? Because now the writer was all alone. Okay, so now he was having no one to talk with, no one to speak with. So this was the reason that inside the house it was absolute silent, because the writer was all alone there. And one of the friend of the writer who was there, but now that friend finally has gone. Okay, so earlier the writer was having one company of one of his friend, but now that friend has also gone. So now the writer is completely alone there, and this is the reason that inside the house it is absolute silence, and obviously at the same time it is very lonely, it is very quiet, and the writer was sitting in a liquid silence. Okay, so here absolute silence was there, and writer is saying that it was like a liquid silence. Why? So next he is explaining the term liquid silence, and he is saying that it was the silence within, surrounded by the rhythm of rain. So outside it is still raining, winter rains were there outside, and the writer was having a complete liquid silence, because outside water is there, outside rain is there, and the writer is having a rhythm of the rain, the steady drift of water, and water was there on leaves, water was there on lemons, water was there on roof, and it was drumming on drenched dahlias and window panes, while the mist hold the house in a dark chaos. Okay, so now everywhere water was there because it was raining, and again it was drumming, it was creating a noise on drenched dahlias. Drenched means wet. So now all the flowers including dahlias, they were completely wet, they were completely drenched, and still water was there on drenched dahlias and also on window panes. So what window panes means, in this picture we all can see this frame of window, this is known as window panes. Okay, so yes, all the window panes, they were also completely drenched, they were also completely wet because of the rain, and mist were there, and the mist were holding the house. Okay, in a dark chaos. Chaos means we can say touch or hold in a very loving manner. So yes, mist were there, clouds of mist were there, and it was looking as if they were holding the house. Okay, because it was very difficult to see through the mist, so it was looking as the mist, as the clouds, they were holding the house in a very loving manner. As I pause near a window, the rain stops and starts again. So writer is there inside the house, he was moving, he was walking in the room, and again he was coming to the window just to see that outside rain abhi hai ya फिर बंद हो चुकी है. So when the writer once he paused near one of the window, that he observed that outside the rain it stops, but again it starts. Okay, and the trees no longer green but grey menace me with their loneliness. And what is the scene that is there outside? Outside all the trees, now they were no longer green but they were now of a grey color. Why? Because when it was monsoon season, when it was rainy season, then all the trees, all the plants, they were of a lush green color. But now as we have read that it was winter season, winter rain was there, so now all the trees, they were of a grey color and they were menacing the writer with their loneliness. Menace means we can say threaten. Okay, so writer को जो कि पहले से ही इतने lonely feel कर रहे थे, इतना quiet feel कर रहे थे, so when he was looking to the trees that were of grey color, so writer was having this kind of feeling as if the trees, they were threatening the writer with their own loneliness. Next entry, that is the last entry of this chapter, it is of March 23rd. Late March, so this is obviously late March time because 23rd is the date, end of winter, and now finally the winter season जो है वो भी finally end हो गया है. The blackest cloud I have ever seen squatted over Mussoorie and then it hailed marbles for half an hour. And now the writer is saying that on 23rd March there was one blackest cloud that the writer he has ever seen. Okay, so now on 23rd March again one cloud was there and the writer is saying that it was the blackest cloud, and then that cloud squatted over Mussoorie. Squatted means to dwell, and now the writer is at Mussoorie, so one black cloud was there and this cloud covered the entire Mussoorie. And then finally that cloud hailed marbles. Marbles means again one hailstorm was there, and that too for almost half an hour. Okay, so finally it was not winter season, it was late March time, but still one black cloud was there, and because of that cloud one hailstorm was there that continued for half an hour. Nothing like a hailstorm to clear the sky, and this is a fact that after the hailstorm the entire sky it just get cleared. Okay, so writer is citing the same thing. He is saying that there is nothing like a hailstorm to clear the sky. It means after that hailstorm that was there for half an hour, finally the sky was very much clear. The sky was completely clear. Even as I write, I see a rainbow forming. A writer is saying that sky was very clear, and we all know this thing that in a clear sky only we can see a rainbow. So now because of this thing that the sky was completely clear and the writer was writing something, he was writing the description, the scene, and at the same time he was able to see that one rainbow was forming. So in this picture we can see that when the sky is clear after the rain, after the hailstorm, then such kind of rainbows they formed in the sky. So the same thing was happening at that time. It was clear sky, the writer was writing something, and at the same time he was able to observe that one rainbow was forming in the sky. Okay, so with that we have completed the chapter. The chapter ends here. It's actually very beautiful chapter, very beautiful description we are having in this chapter, and we all can relate with this chapter. Okay, and yes, we have seen monsoon season, we have seen winter season, and now when winter season ends, the description of that time also we are having in this chapter. And I'm very much sure that you all have enjoyed reading the beautiful sceneries that are presented in this chapter with me. And in the next video we will see the comprehension part, we will solve the questions. See you in the next video. Thank you.